In December of 2020, a Belanca Viking flown by 52-year-old Craig Gifford and his passenger made an emergency landing near Arden Hills on Interstate 35 West, just south of Interstate 694, according to the Minnesota State Patrol. The single-engine plane crashed into an SUV on the interstate in the process. Brittany Urich was alone in the SUV that was clipped by the single-engine aircraft. According to pilot Gifford, the Belanca Viking had suffered an engine failure and had to go down wherever it was safest. He tried so hard not to hit the woman in the SUV. While the SUV was totaled, there were no injuries or fatalities. The landing was captured on a freeway traffic camera. On April 7, 2022, DHL Flight 7216 was flying between Costa Rica's Juan Santamar A International Airport and Guatemala City's La Aurora International Airport. While en route, the Boeing 757 operating the flight suffered a hydraulic failure and crash-landed at the Costa Rican airport. The aircraft rolled on the runway after touchdown. It then veered over 90 degrees to the right on Taxiway Kilo, crashing into a ditch in front of the Costa Rica Airport Fire Station and breaking apart. Neither pilot was physically injured, but one pilot underwent medical checks as a precaution. The landing was captured by a cameraman on the ground.
Madre Santa, mae. Uy, mae. Carepicha, mae. Dios santo, mae. Ay, madre.
On January 2, 2024, Japan Airlines Flight 516, an Airbus A350, collided with a Japanese Coast Guard Dash 8. As Japan Airlines Flight 516 was landing, it collided with the Coast Guard plane, immediately igniting fires that would destroy both aircraft. 5 of the 6 crew on board the Dash 8 died in the collision, with only the captain surviving. Everyone on board the A350 survived. An investigation determined that Japan Airlines Flight 516 was given landing clearance, while the Coast Guard aircraft did not have permission to be on the runway. This incident marked the first major accident for Japan Airlines since Flight 123 in 1985, and also the first major accident of an Airbus A350. The footage was captured by airport security cameras. On March 23, 2009, FedEx Express Flight 80 was a scheduled cargo flight from Guangzhou Baiyun Airport in China to the Tokyo Narita International Airport. The McDonnell Douglas MD-11 operating the flight crashed while attempting a landing on runway 34 left in gusty wind conditions. The aircraft became destabilized at flare and touchdown, resulting in a bounce landing with structural failure of the landing gear and airframe, and came to rest off the runway, inverted and burning fiercely. The captain and first officer, the jet's only occupants, were both killed. The crash was captured on airport security cameras. On February 4, 2015, TransAsia Airways Flight 235 was a domestic flight from Taipei to Kinmen, Taiwan. The aircraft serving the flight, an TR-72, crashed into the Keelung River around 3 miles from Taipei Songshan Airport, where the aircraft had just departed from. On board were 58 people, 15 of whom survived. 2 minutes after takeoff, the pilots reported an engine failure. After climbing to a maximum height of 1,630 feet, the other engine, still operating normally, was mistakenly shut down. The aircraft lost altitude, banked sharply to the left, and clipped a taxi traveling west on the Huandong Viaduct before crashing into the river below. Flight 235 was the second fatal accident involving a TransAsia Airways, a TR aircraft, within 7 months. The crash was captured by a dash cam in a car on the road Flight 235 clipped into.